This US dollar CAD analysis for Monday the 9th of April. Now, let's just have a look at where pricing may likely go. So here on this US dollar CAD, we've had this slow move downwards. What we have seen is a bit of a consolidation coming into play. We've traded below the 27.56, trading into the 27.30s, from which we have seen a bullish buy side momentum come into the market. So we're holding back above this 27.56. And we've traded back above the 27.78. We've had a move up towards that 28.20. And we didn't quite get up towards that 28.39, from which we would have, which we found a resistance previously. So we are seeing a bit of a pullback here to test the 27.78. If we do hold support at 27.78, we're then looking for price to progress towards the 28.39. In around 28.39, we do have that at confluence of a 200 period moving average, as well as the horizontal level of 28.39, thus increasing likelihood of seeing sell side momentum come into the market from this 28.39, possibly bring us back down towards the 27.78. If, however, we are not able to hold 27.78, we're then looking for price to progress down towards that 27.56. Key important level, we did previously hold support, even though we briefly trade below the 27.56. And if we do see progression to the downside beyond 27.56, we're looking for prices to progress down towards the 127 level, and beyond which we're looking for 26.70. To the downside, which are expected to be the far end of the range. If, however, we do break and hold above the 28.39, we'll then look for price progress towards this 129 level, where we do have that confluence of the 400 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of seeing sell side momentum come back into the market from this 129 level. Don't anticipate price moving much beyond the 129, but beyond 129, we do have 129.44. We'll now have a look at the higher time frames before wrapping up here on the US dollar CAD. So on the US dollar CAD, on the monthly time frame, let's just have a quick look. So on the monthly time frame, we've gone into a bit of a trading range here. And we've had this move to the upside, sharp sell-off, had this pullback, but we have not seen a momentum follow through either to the upside or the downside at present. So we do appear to be in a bit of a trading range here on the US dollar CAD. So we are seeing a bit of a pullback here. We'll see whether we do progress to the downside down towards the 126s. But at the moment, there does appear to be a degree of indecisiveness in this market. Now, let's just have a look at the weekly chart. So over here on the weekly chart, we can see we've got our lows. We've got a higher low there. We had a consolidation in around the 129 for quite some time. We've tested the 131. We are seeing a breakdown. So we'll see whether we can form a third higher low. See whether we can form a third higher low. So we'll have a low, higher low, and a higher low, and see a breakout beyond the 131 level, from which we'll be looking for price progress towards 131.88, 132.54, and 134.57. Now, let's just have a look at the daily chart before wrapping up here on the US dollar CAD. And here on the US dollar CAD, we can see we've had this move to the upside, posted a higher low again. Came into resistance around the 131 level. This brief consolidation, seen a breakdown below this 127.78. We'll see whether we can hold on to 127.78 before progressing towards our 129 level. But at the moment, we do appear to be having a bit of a head and shoulders here on the US dollar CAD. So there is a potential to see a deeper retracement and further downside momentum here on the US dollar CAD. Well, we have to be aware that we are still in a bullish trend, even though the market does appear to be turning around slightly. Now, with that said, that's US dollar CAD analysis. Thanks for watching.